Well, I always believe in what we call double agency, meaning God initiating it, or what we call divine intervention, and us humans having our own participation, or I would say uh, divine intervention and human response. So it's always about, like what you said, having faith, and not just waiting passively, not just having it in mind, but really, having faith in action. And that doesn't mean that we're competing with God, right? But it's really about us trusting and obeying God, and knowing that God empowers us, and God will make his plans beautiful for us, even if it doesn't start good, or even if it's ugly at some points. God will surely pave his way. And again, it's not about just intellectual knowledge, but it's all about having faith in him and having a relationship with him, really.
Yeah, and then relationships, I think, is important, right? There is, my family is a lot of others, that come from, different cultures that rely on faith. A lot of it, is strong. A lot of it also isn't, right? And I think from, one thing, you became a pastor, right? But you never became a priest. Your faith isn't a job, right? A lot of people tend to kind of mix the two when people, they see folks at churches and they do things, but I kind of look at it sometimes as a personal survival tool, or leading, or a cause, right? And this, in my opinion, makes you very relatable to just a normal person, right? Mm-hmm. Your audience, the people you've helped, and faith in the trenches, for example, right? Like, would you say like the studies helped or hinder during personal trials, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes knowing too much theology can make simple faith harder. I don't know, right? Maybe you could chime in on that. But then you also have the dark night of the soul, for example, right? I hear a lot of people saying, "How do you see you handle silence from God?" Because a lot of people also who struggle with faith, like, "You're not answering my prayers," right? And for someone that has gone through it, and especially studying, you could feel like an intellectual puzzle or spiritual void. So what's your thoughts on that? Like faith in the trenches and then the dark night of the soul that I referred to?